Hello everyone, my name is Janice from ConnectKey Foundation, and today we're going to explore a recursive Java method called BunnyEars2 from the Recursion 1 section of CodingBat. And this method basically calculates the total number of ears for a line of bunnies, where odd-numbered bunnies have 2 ears and even-numbered bunnies have 3 ears due to a raised foot. So what this basically means is that, for example, when we call the method BunnyEars2 with the parameter 2, it's going to have the bunnies in line from 1 to n, so it's going to have a list from 1 to 2. And since 1 is an odd number, it's going to return 2, and since 2 is an even number, it's going to return 3. And since 2 plus 3 is 5, it's going to return 5. So that's basically what's happening here. So when writing a recursive method, it's really important to keep in mind that we need a base case. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. And basically what the base case does is it stops the code from running forever. And without it, the recursion would continue an infinite number of times, and it would eventually lead to a Stack Overflow. So in this case, the most simplest scenario would be when BunnyEars2 is 0, it's going to return 0. So we're going to write this out. If bunnies equals 0, then it's going to return 0. And that's going to be it for our base case. Okay, now that we have our base case done, we're going to go on to our recursive cases. And the first case here, it says that when bunnies is odd numbered, then we're going to return 2. So if bunnies mod 2 equals 1, then we're going to return 2, plus we're going to call our method here, BunnyEars2. And then since we want to move on to a next number, which is 1 less than our current number, we're going to do bunnies minus 1. So this is going to be our odd case. And then else, which is going to be our even case, we're going to return 3 plus we're going to call our method BunnyEars2, and then same as above, bunnies minus 1, since we're moving on to the next number. And when I run it, it should be all correct. Okay, now that we've finished writing our code, we're going to trace one of the examples to make sure our code works properly. And we're going to do this with the example BunnyEars2 with the parameter 10. So the first thing that we need to check is if the parameter fits our base case, and it doesn't because 10 is not equal to 0. 10 is an even number, so it's going to return 3 plus 1 less our parameter, which is 10 minus 1, 9. And since 9 is not equal to 0, 9 is an odd number, it's going to return 2 plus be 8. 8 is even, so it's going to return 3 plus be 7. And since 7 is an odd number, it's going to again return 2 plus be 6. Since 6 is an even number, it's going to return 3 plus be 5. Since 5 is odd, it's going to return 2 plus be 4. 4 is even, so 3 plus be 3. We're going to go up here. Since 3 is odd, it's going to return 2 plus be 2. 2 is even, so it's going to keep going. 3 plus be 1. Since 1 is odd, it's going to return 2 plus be 0. And now that we have finally reached our base case, which is 0, it's going to return 0. 2 plus 0 is 2, so B1 equals 2. 3 plus 2 is 5, so B2 equals 5. 2 plus 5 is 7, so B3 is 7. 3 plus 7 is 10, so B4 is 10. 12, 15, 17, B8 is 20, B9 is 22, 3 plus 22 is 25, so B10 is 25, so it's going to return 25. So what this basically does is it goes all the way down to the base case, and then after it reaches its base case, it's going to go back up, and then it's going to return that value. It is basically what it's doing. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.